Chapter 2: Neuburg and my new family. My first days in Neuburg were full of surprises. I would have liked to ask 100 questions, but no one talked Danish and I did not know a word of German. However, this did not last very long, for I was sent to school and the teacher designed different objects on the blackboard and made me say the most jaw-breaking words. Repeating them at home I was rewarded, laughed at, or teased. All this stopped, however, when I learned to talk just like Maria, Franz, Feeney, and Felix. Being very fond of my new family, I was happy to be considered one of them, and proud to be called Hoffmann Grete. Wherever I went with my German papa, I felt how important he was. When he walked through the streets of Neuburg, with a firm but slow and measured pace, he swayed his broad, heavy shoulders with the elegance of a soldier from the Imperial Army. Everybody who met him greeted him with a respectful Grüß Gott, and the men stepped off the sidewalks to let him pass. My German mama was short and stout. Her steel blue eyes were large and friendly. All of her features had a friendly expression, her rosy cheeks shining from soap and health, her smiling mouth and dimpled chin, her ears, where little gold stars glittered, and even her nose, her extraordinary nose, had friendly swinging nostrils. Franz, the eldest son, was studying at the University of Munich where he was preparing himself for his acceptance in the Commercial University of Copenhagen. He was tall and blond. When he came to spend holidays or family anniversaries with us, it was always a fete. He taught me beer songs, told about exciting duels between students, and one day he showed us, with pride, a deep ugly scar above his left temple. Felix, the younger of the sons, was too large and too tall for his 16 years. He and I were the greatest pals. He was not good in school and there was much discussion as to whether he would again flunk his examination. He graduated, however, because his professor fell in love with his sister, Maria. She was the belle of the city, and young officers and students wrote poetry and sang serenades to her. She was 22, small and dainty with vivacious black eyes. Maria was usually happy and smiling. Sometimes, however, after listening to the sentimental tunes of the string orchestra, which played every Sunday in the city park, she dropped into deep melancholy. Mama would then send her to her sister in Munich and at her return Maria would tell about glorious parties with artists and students. The one I was closest to was Feeney, a little girl 2 years older than I. She had large, brown eyes, curly red hair and freckles around her little stump of a nose. Her bodice always looked as if it was about to burst, and where the elastic tightened her sleeves I saw deep red rings around her stubby arms. Once I was nicknamed Feeney's Shadow, but that did not stop me from following her. I liked fun and she knew just where to find it.